Hello friends, welcome you all. Today in this lecture, I am going to discuss with you the recent trends in mutual fund industry and sector. Due to COVID-19 virus outbreak and pandemic situation, there are a lot of changes required in this mutual fund sector, and SEBI has done it and issued a circular with some rules and regulations according to new situations. So in this lecture I am going to discuss all these changes. Mainly this circular or new changes, rules and regulation can be divided into 8 parts. So I have made 8 different slides for simplicity of our discussion. So let us start with the simple definition of mutual fund. Every lecture I repeat this slide because many students directly goes to this slide, this video, and they even don't know what is actually mutual fund and how it works. So for new students, those who directly want to visit this video, I mentioned here what is mutual fund. Mutual fund is a company and that pulls money from many investors and invest in money in securities such as stocks, bonds or short-term debt. And the combined investment of all investor with that company holdings of the mutual fund company are known as its portfolio. Investors buy shares in mutual funds and each share represent an investor's part of ownership in the funds and their income it generates. In a formal way or in a definition kind of thing, we can say that a mutual fund is a professionally managed investment scheme, usually run by an asset management company, that brings together a group of people and invest their money in stocks, bonds and other securities. In a very simple manner, we can say that mutual fund is the collection of investment from many investors with a particular company. That is, the company designs particular scheme, set up objectives of that scheme, where that investment will go, and in which sector investment will be done of whole investment that is collected from many people. Investment that is collected by that company, it is called asset under management, and like that mutual fund works. So recent changes we have to discuss in this lecture. The synopsis, we can say that the market watchdog, that is the market regulator, Security and Exchange Board of India, brought us in a slew of new rules and regulation, as I discussed, to make mutual fund more transparent and investor friendly. Because SEBI's main motive or objective of establishment is to protect and the investors' interest and develop the security market, regulate the security market, etc. In the year 2020 was a roller coaster ride for everyone because of pandemic situation and COVID-19 outbreak, including the mutual fund industry. For various reasons, the industry underwent a lot of changes. The capital market got many changes because of this virus outbreak. Even economy, drastically changes happened in the economy. So the effect of overall macroeconomic environment obviously on the mutual fund sector. The Market Watchdog Securities and Exchange Board of India brought in new rules to make mutual funds more transparent and investor friendly. Here we are going to discuss the 8 changes that market regulator made to the mutual fund industry. Number 1 is change in investment mandate of multi-cap funds. In September 2020, SEBI issued a circular changing the portfolio mandate of multi-cap fund schemes. According to the new rule, multi-cap fund will have to invest a minimum of 25% each in large cap, small cap and mid cap stocks from January 2021. Now what is market cap? Market cap is the total shares into the market price of that share, that is the total value of total shares of that company, that is number of share into price of share. So this is called market capitalization. So according to the large cap, those who have large capital, those companies who have large capital, they come in under the category of large cap, then mid cap and small cap, micro cap also there. So according to new rule, the multi cap funds, that is those mutual fund invest in different categories, that is small cap, mid cap, large cap, will have to invest a minimum of 25% each in the large cap, small cap and mid cap stocks from January 2021, and this will take the overall equity exposure of these schemes up to 25% as opposed to the current minimum equity exposure of 65% with no market capital limits. Here one change is that old limit of equity exposure was 65%, now it is went to 75%. What is equity exposure? Equity exposure means the amount invested in a particular security or in a particular segment of investment. This change aim at making multi-cap fund true to label, that is multi-cap according to its name, it become a true to label and hold a well diversified portfolio. What is well diversified portfolio? Means investing in a different type of assets instead of investing in a single type of investment. Most multi-cap funds had a large cap bias with almost minimum or no investment in small cap stocks. Many fund houses spoke about converting their existing multi-cap schemes to ESG funds or focused fund to avoid the new mandate. So the thing is, many large cap buys with almost minimum or no investment in small cap stocks, but here new changes made by SEBI made it mandatory to invest in small cap stocks also. Second category is introduction of flexi cap category. The change in mandate for multi-cap schemes did not go down well with many big fund houses. Many top fund manager and CIO spoke against the move and said that this will make the category for risky for investor, because some small cap stocks have more risk associated with that. So the major issue with the change was a mandatory 25% exposure to small cap stocks. On November 6, SEBI intervened and issued a circular for the introduction of a new mutual fund category, that is called flexi capital funds. So under the flexi capital funds, here the flexibility is there, and flexi cap funds are a new name for the old multi cap funds category, that is market cap agnostic and has to have a minimum equity investment of 65%. Third change is brought about the NAV calculation. What is NAV? Net asset value. Net asset value means, suppose when you invested in mutual fund and purchased 10 units of mutual fund at the price of 10 rupees per unit. Now if suppose the price of that unit gone on the rupees 12, then that is the net asset value at that time. So each unit got 2 rupees of increase in its net asset value. So SEBI also tweaked the new rules for NAV, that is net asset value calculation in mutual fund this year. According to the new rules, investor will get the purchase NAV of the day when investors' money reaches the asset management company AMC, irrespective of the size of the investment. This rule come into effect from February 1st, 2021 and will not be applicable to liquid and overnight fund. These two exceptions are there for this NAV calculation. Second, fourth change made by the SEBI is inter-scheme transfer. From 1st January 2021, inter-scheme transfer in close-ended fund can only be done within 3 business days of the allotment of the schemes unit to investor and not thereafter. So within a 3 business days, the inter scheme, that is there are different type of schemes. So close-ended funds can transfer from one scheme to another scheme. SEBI came out with a circular in October, inter-scheme transfer involving shifting of debt papers from one mutual fund scheme to the another scheme. Under existing rules, SEBI only requires that such inter-scheme transfer will be done at a market price and that the transfer should be in conformity with the investment objective of the recipient scheme. Here one thing you should keep in mind, that every scheme has its investment objective, and while transferring the investment from one scheme to the another, SEBI, the fund house have to confirm with the investment objective of the recipient schemes. Suppose one scheme investment objective is to invest in debt only, and here equity fund cannot be transferred to the debt fund because the investment objectives are different. SEBI also laid down that no inter-scheme transfer shall be allowed if there is any negative market news or rumor about a security in the mainstream media, or an alert is generated about a security by the fund's internal risk assessment in the previous 4 months. So important thing is, those securities have market negative news or generated security alert by the risk assessment committee of fund in the previous 4 months, they cannot transfer. There is not they cannot be allowed to transfer such can participate in these inter scheme transfers. Next change, we can say that liquidity crisis triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic, many fund houses were trying to maintain liquidity in some sort of short duration debt schemes by transferring bad credit to either balanced fund or to longer duration scheme. To avoid this, SEBI came out with new rules to protect investors' money from getting impacted by this process. From 1st January 2021, inter-scheme transfer in close-ended funds can only be done within the 3 business days of the allotment of the schemes units to investor and not thereafter. Next, fifth change, we can say that advisor distributor segregation. Here what happened in the previous in the past, some mutual fund distributor advised wrongly, because they want to sell the mutual fund, particular scheme they want to sell. So here what happened, the distributor and advisor is the same person, and this was done primarily because to sell particular scheme and generate income for them. And to address this mis-selling issue and overpricing of services given to the retail investors, according to SEBI and according to new rule, a company with both advisory and distribution arms can either provide financial advice or sell product to its client. So individual planner and distributor also have to choose one of the jobs and register accordingly with AMFI. That is, what is AMFI? AMFI is the Association of Mutual Fund in India, and this is the authority which controls the mutual fund industry after the SEBI, that is Security and Exchange Board of India. Sixth change, we can say, to help investor, the SEBI brought a new riskometer label to help investor make better decision about their investment in high risk mutual funds. SEBI introduced a new category on the riskometer. Apart from the existing 5 categories of risk, very high risk category will also be seen on the riskometer tool. SEBI also directed fund houses to disclose and evaluate risk basis the portfolio of the particular scheme and not the category. So here fund houses or mutual fund have to disclose and evaluate risk basis the portfolio of the particular scheme and not a category. From January 1st 2021, fund houses are required to make monthly riskometer public along with the portfolio disclosure. Seventh change, SEBI have made its dividend option renamed. Mis-selling in the name of regular dividend is an old practice in mutual fund. SEBI finally took action to bring more transparency to the dividend payouts in mutual fund schemes and directed fund houses to clearly mention that the dividends might be paid from their capital. Hence, from April 2021, dividend options in the existing as well as new schemes will be renamed to clearer, more transparent and nomenclature. The dividend payout option will be renamed as income distribution cum capital withdrawal option, and dividend reinvestment option will be renamed as reinvestment of income distribution cum withdrawal option, and dividend transfer plan will be renamed as transfer of income distribution cum capital withdrawal plan. And last one is norms to bring in more transparency in debt securities transaction. SEBI have brought a new rule of the disclosure norms for debt mutual fund this year to help investor understand the risk level in the portfolio early. According to the new norms, fund houses will have to disclose the yield of the underlying instrument of the scheme along with the portfolio on a fortnightly basis. The portfolio disclosure used to happen on a monthly basis before the new rules. Now fund houses used to disclose only the indicative yield of the portfolio and not the specific yield of the securities. Mutual fund advisors say that this move makes debt mutual fund more transparent and credit risk a little more predictable in these schemes. So friends, that was the rule made for the debt securities. Here fund always used to disclose the overall portfolio yield, but now they have to disclose yield of the securities, also particular security. So this will make mutual fund more transparent and more investor friendly. So these rules have the action for making mutual fund more transparent and more investor friendly. So friends, that much in this today's lecture. We will discuss new things in the new lectures. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lecture. Write your name in the comment box, and if you have any questions or anything problem of understanding, then let me know by you can send me messages, or you can call me, or you can mail me. Thanks for watching.